Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. Alam nyo ba? So meron na naman tayong bagong video na itatakal natin today. Ang video na to ay galing kay Update PH again. So, hi Update PH. Thank you. May napapagamit mo yung video. So ito ay regarding sa video na to ay Class 1 frigate offered to the Philippine Navy at a low price by Turkish shipbuilder. Marami ng mga shipbuilder ang nag-offer sa atin. Yan ang kagandahan dyan, pero yun nga, mas maganda pa rin na tayo ang gumawa ng sarili nating barko. Pero dapat kung papasok man tayo sa pagbili nito, kailangan meron din silang ang tawag dito, yung knowledge transfer talaga. Para kahit pa paano, meron na tayong kaalaman kung paano gumawa ng mga ganitong barko in the future. So, huwag niyong kalimutan po mag-subscribe kay Update PH. So, ito. Tara, panoorin na po natin.
Bro, Adash 2024 was truly a game changer. One of the most exciting highlights of the event was showcased by Taiz Shipyard from Turkey, featuring their I-class frigate, also known as the Istif-class or Istanbul-class frigate. The Turkish shipbuilder made a bold pitch to sell this highly advanced warship to the Philippine Navy for its Frigate Phase 2 or Corvette Phase 2 acquisition projects, which fall under the Horizon 3 phase of the AFP modernization program. The I-class frigate is a sleek and powerful vessel. It measures 113 meters in length and has a displacement of 3,000 tons, making it slightly smaller than the Miguel Malvar-class corvette offered by HD Hyundai Heavy Industries of South Korea, which had been another strong contender for the Philippine Navy's modernization plans. However, size isn't everything, and the Turkish frigate is definitely not to be underestimated. Despite its compact dimensions, the I-class frigate brings impressive firepower and cutting-edge technology to the table. Let's break down its armament, bro. The I-class frigate is equipped with a 76mm main gun, similar to other top-tier naval warships, capable of engaging air and surface targets with precision. Additionally, it has a Goptan-S close-in weapon system, SHUS, for missile defense, 8 Atmaka anti-ship missiles, 2 triple lightweight torpedo launchers, and a 16-cell vertical launching system, VLS, for air defense and other missile-based operations. With this kind of arsenal, it stands nearly shoulder to shoulder with the Miguel Malvar class when it comes to firepower. The combination of anti-ship, anti-air, and anti-submarine capabilities makes the I-class a versatile and formidable platform in naval warfare.
Dapat talaga yung mga barko natin mayroong mga ganun. Anti-ship, anti-air, anti-submarine. Dapat lahat talaga mayroong capability na ganun. Para, kaya niya yung sarili niya. Diba? Kasi usually nga talaga, yun nga, puro missile na lang din ang pinapalipad ngayon. Hindi na harap-harapan, diba? And then, yun nga, sa ilalim ng tubig, puro submarine na rin. And sa anti-ship, syempre, kulang na kulang tayo sa mga barko. Kaya kailangan talaga complete armaments kahit pa paano yung mga barko natin. Kahit na luma, at least makakalaban at makakalaban naman tayo. At hindi naman tayo gawing target shooting lamang.
Perfect for securing the Philippines' maritime territories. But beyond the firepower, what really makes the Turkish offer special is the potential for technology transfer. Taiz Shipyard has expressed a willingness to partner with a local Filipino shipyard to build the frigates right here in the Philippines, if a deal is reached. This is big news.
So, knowledge transfer dito pa gagawin sa Pilipinas. Parang napakaganda ng offer nila. Diba? Kasi makikinabang niyan tayo pag dito ginawa yan. Siyempre, yung mga ating mga manggagawa. Tapos meron pa tayong knowledge transfer. So, napakagandang yun. Deal yun, kumbaga.
bro. It means we wouldn't just be buying advanced ships. We'd also be learning how to build them ourselves,
Yun.
paving the way for future shipbuilding capabilities.
Correct.
It's a rare and valuable opportunity for the Philippine defense industry to develop, not just in terms of military strength, but also in terms of self-reliance in shipbuilding.
Correct.
Turkish shipyards are known for their experience in construction, particularly in large and complex naval platforms, and sharing that expertise with the Philippines would be a game changer.
Game changer
This
talaga.
offer from Turkey stands out in stark contrast to deals with Korean shipyards, which haven't offered the same level of technical know-how or production partnerships. While South Korean warships, such as the Jose Rizal-class frigates, have been crucial for the Philippine Navy's fleet, the potential for building locally through this Turkish deal provides an added dimension of strategic independence.
Maganda yung offer dyan kasi ito na yung start, kumbaga. Kasi meron na tayong knowledge transfer. So, in the future, makakagawa na tayo ng ganitong malalaking mga barko. Mga 100 meters pataas, di ba? Hindi na lang puro mga fast attack craft na lang ang nagagawa natin dito. Minsan, kumukuha pa tayo sa ibang bansa. Bumibili pa tayo. Hindi pa natin magawa yun, di ba? So, ito, magandang deal to, kumbaga. Kung ganun lang di siguro yung deal ng Hyundai sa ng Japan, di ba? Why not? Kunin natin to. Maganda tong offer ng Turkish.
Imagine being able to construct and maintain warships in country. That would significantly reduce the Philippines' dependence on foreign suppliers for
Correct.
naval vessels.
Correct.
This potential deal could mark a turning point in the Philippine Navy's modernization
It will be the turning
efforts.
point.
If the Philippine government proceeds with the acquisition of the I-class frigates, it would not only enhance the Navy's combat capabilities but also contribute to the long-term development of the domestic defense industry. In the future, the Philippines might not only be a consumer of military technology but could evolve into a producer and even an exporter of warships.
Wow, kailan pa kaya mangyari yun? Pero sana mangyari, di ba? Kasi ito na eh. Ito na yung simula eh. Kumbaga, di ba? Kakagatin mo na lang eh. Kukunin mo na lang eh. Ito maganda talaga yung offer ng Turkish. Focus sa atin. Ito na. Diyan na tayo kumuha.
This opens up economic opportunities, jobs in shipbuilding, and positions the Philippines as a strategic player in the region's defense landscape.
Correct?
Moreover, the timing couldn't be better. With the rising tensions in the South China Sea and the growing need for a strong maritime defense,
Actually, late timing na rin kahit paano. Kasi nga, di natin alam kung kailan mangyayari, kung gigirahin pa tayo o hindi. So, talagang nagkukumaus tayo ngayon na magkaroon tayo ng malalakas na military asset. Dahil nga hindi natin alam kung magaganap pa o lulusubin na tayo ng bansang ito. Diba? So, sure dapat natin pa talaga nakapanginayang at ngayon tayo naghahabol. At ngayon pa lang nagkaroon tayo ng knowledge transfer, kumbaga, di ba? Pero yun nga, sana hindi mantok sa mga negatibo na mga mangyayari like yung gera. Kasi nga, wala namang nananalo sa gera. Kaya ito, kahit hindi mo mangyari yun, tuloy-tuloy pa rin sana yung pag-upgrade ng ating mga military. Kasi para sa atin naman yun, para sa depensa rin ng ating bansa. Diba?
posture. Modern, multi-role frigates like the I-class could be critical in securing the Philippines' exclusive economic zone, EEZ, and protecting its sovereignty. The frigates would provide a substantial boost to the Navy's ability to patrol and defend vast ocean areas while deterring potential adversaries. However, we still have to wait for the Department of National Defense, DND, and Philippine Navy leadership.
Kaya wala, DND, marami na nag-offer sa atin. Mamimili na lang kayo kung sino o kanino tayo bibili ng mga ito, mga kagamitan. Pero yun nga lang, sana sumuporta rin yung mga ating national government na hindi natapisan pa ang ating budget para yun nga, ma-acquire na natin yung mga ganitong kagamitan. Kasi dyan marami na nag-offer. Bibili na lang tayo.
to decide on this important acquisition. The prospect of gaining not just warships but also the technical expertise to build them is a deal that could set a new standard for future military procurements in the country.
Correct.
So, bros, let's keep our fingers crossed and stay tuned because this could just be the beginning of a new chapter in the Philippine Navy's journey towards modernization and self-reliance. The I-class frigate might very well become a symbol of our growing naval power and independence in defense technology.
So yun, no? So sana pati yung mga dati na natin pinagpupuanan gumawa rin ng gano'n, yung knowledge transfer. Pero yung iba naman, nag-offer sila ng maintenance. Libre na tayo yung maintenance. So, hindi na tayo kakasama sa tao. Basta na bumili tayo sa kanila. Lahat ng maintenance ay sila na. Yun nga lang, yun nga. Wala kasing knowledge transfer. Kaya kung may knowledge transfer na, tayo na bahala mag-maintain ang ating sarili mga barko, di ba? Kaya, pabor na pabor ako dito sa offered na. Ganda. So, ito, frigate na rin. So, para madagdagan na yung ating Rizal class frigate. Pero yung nga lang, kailan kaya ito mangyayari? Mangyayari ba ito? Hindi po natin kaya yun. Sabay-bay lang po kayo lagi sa ating video para malaman natin kung ano ba mangyayari sa offer na to ng Turkish, di ba? So, maraming salamat ulit kay Update PH para sa kanyang video regarding sa Turkish Class 1 frigate. Okay, so maraming salamat ulit sa panonood. Huwag niyo po kakalimutan mag-subscribe at hit ang notification bell at i-like ng video na to para updated po kayo sa mga upcoming ko pa mga videos. So maraming salamat po. God bless.